If you've ever been bored out of your mind, but you want to get a good workout swimming because you know it's a great full body workout, try these bone conduction headphones out. They have a Bluetooth mode, but Bluetooth mode won't work underwater. What really works underwater is the MP3 mode. The quality of sound, because that's probably what you're wondering about, is it's something to get used to underwater, but you can definitely hear it. So if you put these on and then you dip your head underwater, what you'll actually hear is a better, more loud sound. If you're listening to music, it's perfect. Like, you're not gonna get that, obviously, the same quality of like, Bose headphones or whatever when you're listening to on land, right? But the point is that you can hear, and it actually has a pretty decent quality of sound if you think about like the technology. So you can actually get an enjoyable experience listening to your favorite music. Now, podcasts and audiobooks are interesting. I probably wouldn't recommend audiobooks. Like, so for example, when you're swimming, when you're training, when your face is underwater, you tend to blow bubbles out as you're swimming, right? It makes the words that are part of the story not as audible because you're creating that sound by blowing bubbles, and it just kind of interferes. Now with music, usually with music, the songs, like all the melodies and stuff, so it's easier to listen to. But with something like audiobooks where you want to hear every word that creates the story, I think it's harder to listen to audiobooks and podcasts on here. But if you are doing a workout, like let's say you have your kickboard and you just want to put these on and your head is out of water and you just want to listen to something, audiobooks and podcasts are great because your head's not like, you're not blowing bubbles underwater, creating that sound. You're not really like splashing with your arms. So then you can actually listen to podcasts and audiobooks. The sound is loud enough. I do have it turned up all the way, but for me, I think it's loud enough. Like, it's a good quality sound. Now, another thing that you might be wondering about is fit on your head, right? So how you wear them. You don't put them in your ear hole, but you wear them like right here. They don't have something to where a mechanism to make them go in, like extend larger. They're just very flexible. I can't really say for sure how well they fit other people's, but I can tell you that they're very flexible. And the way that I prevent them from sliding off my head is, so here are my goggles. I actually, like this back part that you see here that goes around my head, I actually, when I wear my goggles, I put the strap underneath this back part here so that they don't slide off. And then when I'm streamlining off the wall, right, because when you push off the wall, you have like, you're creating that force to where like they could slide off. I just make sure to squeeze like with my arms, the headphones, just a normal squeeze, a normal streamline with your arms like that, and then they won't fall off. So just, it takes some getting used to, but I think these are a really great experience. Also, like if you do triathlons and you swim in the ocean, you don't want to wear these. You don't want to lose them, right? It's the ocean has waves and you just don't want to do that. I think these are great for the pool, not for the ocean. You might be able to also wear a cap over it. I haven't really tried wearing my swim cap over these, but that's probably a very legitimate way to do it too. And it's easy to load the music on here. So I have an iPhone and I just use iTunes, and that's what I do. Nothing Bluetooth is going to work underwater. So it has a Bluetooth mode in case you wanted to like use these to work out on land, but really what you want to use underneath the water is MP3 storage. I'm so glad I have these because they have extended my workouts. I don't get bored anymore and I can actually swim a lot more, and it's so much more enjoyable than it ever has been in my life swimming. So yeah, I hope this review was helpful.